So welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs. Mind you, current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. The idea behind this lecture series is to give you maximum MCQ practice from the topic of current affairs because MCQ practice is very instrumental for clearing prelims examination. And current affairs form a very important portion of prelims examination. 40 to 50% of the questions are directly or indirectly related to current affairs. Therefore, you should not ignore this lecture series. Now, through 4 to 5 MCQs on a daily basis, if you're consistent with this lecture series, well, these 4 to 5 MCQs would add up to more than 1200 MCQs. Yes, more than 1200 MCQs. And that too from the topic of current affairs alone. And 1200 MCQs from current affairs are more than sufficient. So make sure you make this lecture series a daily habit of yours. All right, let's begin today's lecture with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding e-Shram portal. It was launched by Ministry of Labour and Employment in 2021. It contains a comprehensive national database of organized workers in India. Schemes like PM Suraksha Bima Yojana, One Nation, One Ration Card are integrated with e-Shram portal. All right. Look, there are two types of workers in India. Okay? Organized, unorganized. Or we say formal, informal. Now, the problem is that as far as the database of organized workers are concerned, that is available with the government because these people are organized workers. They are employed in formal establishments, okay, formal companies, formal organizations. So their data is readily available. But people who are employed in the unorganized sector, daily wage laborers, construction workers, mining workers, people who receive salaries on a daily basis in cash, daily wages, right? These are unorganized workers and their database is very difficult to get for the government. Now, government has launched a lot of welfare schemes for unorganized workers because organized workers get a lot of social security benefits. It's the unorganized workers that do not avail the benefits provided by the government. Okay. Now, to help these unorganized workers out, government has launched many welfare schemes. But government is unable to target these welfare schemes or to provide them or to allow these welfare schemes to reach these unorganized workers because government does not have a proper beneficiary list. Government does not have a proper database of these unorganized workers. That is why these welfare schemes do not reach them. Okay. So to solve this problem, government launched an online portal called e-Shram portal. It's an online portal. Any unorganized worker can register on this portal online using their Aadhaar card, and the data on this e-Shram portal is linked to various welfare schemes. So now the government knows that how to provide these welfare schemes to these unorganized workers. Now, this database was launched in 2021 by Ministry of Labour and Employment, absolutely correct. It contains a comprehensive national database of not organized, unorganized workers. And many welfare schemes like PM Suraksha Bima Yojana, which is an accidental insurance scheme, One Nation, One Ration Card, National Social Assistance Program, many schemes, welfare schemes, are linked to e-Shram portal. Okay, so only to B. Question number 2. Which of the following regarding religious diversity in Arunachal Pradesh are correct? Okay. The Buddhism practice in the entire state of Arunachal Pradesh belongs to Mahayana sect. Alright. Many tribes of Arunachal follow their own tribal polytheistic religion which involves nature worshipping. Okay. Unlike other northeastern states of India, Christianity came very late in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. So look, as far as Arunachal Pradesh is concerned, it has a lot of religious diversity. Okay. There are many religions in this state. Religious diversity is there. There are people who follow Buddhism. There are people who follow their own tribal religions. There are people who follow Christianity. Okay. So it has a lot of religious diversity. Now, Buddhism is a significant religion in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. The thing is that there is no one sect of Buddhism followed in Arunachal Pradesh. In fact, there are two sects of Buddhism: Heenyan, Heenyan Buddhism, Mahayan Buddhism. Now, people living in western Arunachal Pradesh, that borders Bhutan, follow Mahayan Buddhism. And people living in eastern Arunachal Pradesh follow Heenyan, which is also called Theravada Buddhism. Okay? So the Buddhism practiced in entire state belongs to Mahayan? No, it also belongs to Heenyan. Both Heenyan and Mahayan are practiced. Okay? There are many tribes in Arunachal which do not follow either Buddhism or Christianity. They have their own tribal polytheistic religion which follows nature worshipping. Absolutely correct. Now the thing is that northeastern region was famous for Christian missionary activities during the British rule. Okay, so during the British rule, many northeastern states like Nagaland, Mizoram were quite active when it comes to Christian missionary activities, and that is why a significant chunk of population of these states are Christians. Okay, but Christianity reached Arunachal very late for a very simple reason that British followed the policy of non-interference in frontier states, border states, frontier states, basically, right? So Arunachal Pradesh was left to its own devices. Uh, Afghanistan or Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the north west frontier province, and Arunachal was called northeast frontier province. All these frontier provinces were left to their own devices. British rarely interfered in this, and they also disallowed outsider activities, Christian missionary activities. That is why, till independence, Christianity was not a significant force in Arunachal Pradesh. In fact, the first church in Arunachal Pradesh was established in 1957. But from then onwards, Christianity picked up. Okay, so Christianity came very late, absolutely correct. Okay, 2 and 3 only. Question number 3. Which of the following statements is are correct regarding golden langur? It is a primate species native to Nilgiri hills of Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Okay. Its IUCN status is critically endangered and is also mentioned in Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act. Okay. Their habitat mostly includes moist evergreen and tropical deciduous forests. Alright. Now, golden langur is a primate species that is native, or we say endemic. That means only found, naturally only found in Northeast India. Okay, Northeast India and Bhutan. In fact, there is a specific region in which golden langur is found. That specific region is surrounded by, well, Himalayan foothills of Bhutan. Himalayan foothills of Bhutan in the north. Well, Sankosh River. Sorry, Manas River in the west. Sorry, Sankosh River in the west. Manas River in the east. I'm sorry, it's the opposite. And Brahmaputra River in the south. This region is inhabited by golden langur. It's not Nilgiri hills of South India, not at all. Okay. Now, the IUCN status of golden langur is endangered, not critically endangered, endangered. But it is mentioned in Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act. So this statement is also false. Now, golden langur mostly inhabits moist tropical evergreen forest and tropical deciduous forest. So this is correct. Okay, only 3. The answer is B. And last, which of the following statements is are correct regarding badge engineering? It involves sharing a platform by different car companies. The biggest benefit of badge engineering for automobile manufacturers is cost cutting and increased customer base. The first example of badge engineering in India is Hindustan Motors Ambassador car. Okay. Now, the thing is, badge engineering is when automobile companies share their car designs and manufacturing platforms with each other. That is why many cars from different companies look the same. A case in point is Maruti Suzuki's Baleno and Toyota's Glanza. They look almost identical. The reason for that is that their manufacturing design and platform was shared between the two car companies. And this is known as badge engineering. Now, companies do that to cut costs of designing and to increase their customer base, because customers of Maruti Suzuki can also choose to buy Glanza. So Toyota would increase its sales. Similarly, Maruti Suzuki can also increase its customers because Toyota customers can choose to buy Baleno. So first statement is correct, second statement is correct. Now in India, the first example of badge engineering is the very famous VIP car, Ambassador car. Okay, it was badge engineered from series 3 of Morris car in UK. Okay, so this is also correct. All statements are correct. The answer is D. And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'm sure it has added value to your preparation. But it would add more value if you revise this lecture also. And by revision, I mean taking a look at detailed written explanations to each and every MCQ discussed in this lecture. Okay. Now, these explanations are found in our notes, and those notes are shared on our Telegram channel. Okay, the notes for this lecture is shared on Telegram channel. All you have to do is just go to our Telegram channel. Now, where can you find our Telegram channel? Just below this video in the comment section, I've shared a link. You just have to click on that link and it'll take you to our Telegram channel, and from there you can download the notes for not just this lecture but all the other lectures featuring on our YouTube channel. All right, on that note, I'll be signing off. Thank you so much, everyone.